Hello everyone and welcome. Crash here. This is RTA Motorsports, and today we're going to be getting into some iRacing. Now we have everything actually working, so you may be seeing us currently on vertical, you may be seeing us on horizontal depending on how you found this channel on YouTube. And if you're seeing us on vertical, if you're looking at YouTube Shorts and you're seeing us, definitely let me know what you all think. What you think of this this view here. This is a point of view camera basically from my head here. You can see that camera right on top there, and we're going to be streaming from my point of view of a motion rig. So this is the Prosimu T1000 motion rig. I've had it for quite a while. We are using their silent actuators, so their SENs. It's been an absolute amazing rig. You could definitely look at reviews of my rig on this channel, and we've done tons of video coverage of it. Also build logs, and then also went into prior rigs that we've owned from Prosimu with the SEN6s. But this is their proprietary silent actuators, much faster, much stronger. And that's what we've been using for a long time. It's a 3 degrees of freedom motion rig, so there is some traction loss, which is absolutely awesome and very informative in feeling what the rig is doing, what the car is doing. Let's make this full screen, and then let's get chat up and running right up here. All right, so I know a few people joined in earlier into the various different streams, and I was having issues with some of the live streams. So hopefully everything is working well now. But yeah, if you do join in on that vertical, definitely let me know what you think. Just something we're trying out. Not really sure exactly how it's going to work out in the long run, but definitely something we're giving a shot here too. And let's see. Let me make sure also on YouTube that it is showing that we're live. Yep, perfect. Is that current? Yep, that was current. Beautiful. Okay, so vertical is working. That is awesome. And I do have chat up, so I should be able to see whether you're kind of coming in from Twitch or YouTube. I should be able to see your messages no matter what channel you're coming in on. So we'll work it that way. All right, so let's get in the car. Let's get going. So this is, I know the thumbnail says GT3. I was planning on racing the GT3 series in the rain, but we're actually going to be jumping into the GTE within iRacing, because they're racing at Watkins, Glen, and it's the next race. It's going to be starting pretty soon. Probably should have downloaded a setup now that I'm thinking about it. Man, Twitch is so much different than I remember. All right, so we got Twitch up. Beautiful. Okay. All right, everything seems to be cooking right now. Good, good, good. I'm not really sure what the issue was before, but my vertical kept turning off over and over again too. That was another weird little issue that we had. All right, so let me change this view over if you're watching the horizontal, so that way you could see kind of what we're looking at when we get on track here. There we go. So that's a beautiful view there. I am running 1440p triple, so if you're new to this channel, we did do a video on not only the monitors themselves, they're pretty budget but great monitors, but also the stand that they're on. So if you have any questions there, definitely feel free. Yeah, this is an open setup. And I didn't download a setup for it. But we'll just jump out on track and just see how everything feels, make sure everything's working. So this is just going to be baseline. So not really ideal. So you will see the camera moving. Again, that's because we do have the motion rig going. Woo! Almost lost it a little bit there. Oh, I just noticed that the audio is off for the car. Let's get that going. There we go. That must sound a lot better. It's been so long since I've been at Watkins, Glen. I forgot about that hairpin there. In a little bit, we'll take a moment and actually try to get the setup from VRS. You just got to be out of the car when we do it. There we go. You know, this baseline setup doesn't feel that bad. I was expecting it to feel a little bit less than an actual setup, but it doesn't feel that horrible. I think if you don't have access to setups, you can definitely be competitive with the baseline setup. Sometimes, depending on the course, baseline setups are completely useless, but it actually feels pretty good and stable. Oh, I say it and I go off the track and hit the wall. may have some significant damage. No, it feels pretty good. Oh yeah, they want me to put in for repairs. All right, so let's pit in. At the same time, let's try to get the setup going. All right. Oh yeah, I definitely scuffed up that front end pretty bad. Let's see. Where's VRS? Thought I had it up already. All right, so unfortunately, I'm going to have to actually close out of this. We'll jump back in. Let's see. Let's go to series. This was the GTE, the Conspit GTE. Corvette, Watkins Glen. So if you never actually downloaded setups before, what you're going to want to do is, this is VRS up here. VRS, you download the setups. Now, of course, you're going to need a membership in order to do so. So you download the setups. It's going to go in your downloads folder. Then you go into documents or my documents, iRacing. Then you go to setups. You look for the car, which it's the C8 Vet GTE, and you just drag those files in there. The only downside, like I said, is you have to be out of the car. So now we had to get out of iRacing to go back in. So it's not something you could do in real time. If there is a way to do it, definitely let me know, because that's kind of an annoyance. But let's try to get back into the same session we were in, if it will let me. Looks like it's going to. Perfect. Perfecto. All right, beautiful. So if you're viewing me again on vertical live stream, or if you're on horizontal, definitely let me know. I'm kind of curious who's where. Or if you're on Twitch, definitely let me know, because I do have all the chats up right now at the same time. So that way I could see everybody who's kind of coming in. This is the first time I've actually done this. So I'm pretty excited about it. Pretty excited to be back on Twitch. It's been a long time since we've been on Twitch. So this is actually pretty cool. There we go. All right, so we're back in. Let's get chat up. Beautiful. All right. Let's get back in the car. So we're right behind Carrie Bray. We do have pit speed limiter on. That's awesome. Oh, I didn't even turn on any of those setups. What am I doing? What the heck am I doing? Let's get out. My setups. And now here they are. So this is the qualifying and the race setup. See how different this feels now. I would imagine turning is probably going to feel a lot more sharp. Got Matthew Howe in the BMW, Gustavo with the Porsche. Now again, my tires are going to be cold, so... Oh my gosh. So much more sharp. Just getting on throttle there, I started losing the rear end. Car actually feels quite a bit different. It's gonna take us a little bit to kind of get used to this. But turn-in is really, really sharp. Wow. Yep, the setup made a big difference. I didn't think it would because it actually felt pretty good before, but it did. It really did. Woo, big old slide there. We overcooked that one. Went in way too quick, braked way too late. Same with that turn there. I do need to lower my force feedback a little bit. I'm watching it clip in the middle of the turns. I think everyone's quitting so they can register for the race session. Do want to get another lap in. I feel like we need it. Woo! turn exit is rough. Let's go and do another one. Whoa! Oh my gosh. You locked up the brakes. All right. Let's get back to the pits. Real quick, I just want to adjust real fast. Let's see. Gonna lower it down by half. This is the force feedback settings because I was clipping big time in the turns and really just losing. I got all three running. Hey Jesse, what's going on? Thanks for also checking in too, man. But yeah, I was clipping real bad in these turns. But yeah, oh there we go. Yeah, that's much better. So we're not clipping now. But Jesse, I also got Twitch up and running too. I had to utilize Restream, but being that I'm only outputting to one stream, didn't have to pay for it, you know, because Restream does have a free feature. So I'm just outputting that single stream to Twitch, and that seemed to work. Yeah, I think that kind of happened because I was kind of on and off multiple times very quickly. So, which is fine. That's okay. All right, so let's jump out of here. So we're actually doing the GTE because I don't have too much time today for racing, but I'm gonna try the GTE and see how that works, how that goes. I think that race should be starting shortly, actually. Ooh, it says unavailable. Why does it say unavailable? Oh, because we're still in the practice session. So let's withdraw out of that. Now we should be able to join the race. Hey everyone, and if you are joining in from Vertical, please write me a comment on there. I want to make sure that I'm receiving comments from all three locations. I am using another piece of software called StreamerBot to actually merge all my chats together so that way I can monitor them. So if you could just help me out, make sure that it's working. Please, whether you're vertical, horizontal, or Twitch, please drop a comment in there just so I know that I'm able to see those in real time. All right, so we're joining in for this race here. It is a 40-minute race session at Watkins Glen in the GTE. We're going to be racing the C8 Corvette. Not the Z06, that's a Z06 GT3. That's a GT3 version of that car. I actually adore that version of the car only because of the safety nets that GT3 gives you. But that race is not going to line up with my schedule right now. Actually, I kind of don't have time to race right now, but I need to get this in. I need to try this because this is super exciting. So we are loading up the race right now, and then you're going to see all the analytics and everything kind of pop up on the screen there once we're actually in the race session. But yeah, again, if you don't mind, please definitely help me out and drop a comment no matter how you're watching, so that way I can make sure that this whole thing is working the way it should be. This is pretty much how we're going to be going, I think, forward with things. So I think seems to be working well. Seems to be working really well. Twitch is working good. I don't know how the audio is on Twitch. I don't know if we can hear the cars or what, but seems like everything's going well. All right, here we go. All right, so we're inside the car right now. You should be able to see the map in the top right there. Let's actually move that map in a little bit and down. There we go. I think that'll be good there. Did notice that part of it was kind of cut off there. But yeah, let's get out on track and let's see how we run. You can see we got quite a few people in this session that's going to be joining in with us. It's going to be kicking us out in just a second because this is the practice session prior to the race session. So it's probably going to yell at me and tell me, yep, there we go. Your session is, your registered session is starting, so please get out. So let's do that. You're going to see everyone kind of come to a quick stop. And I gotta say, you know, I'm using the Atrium or Atom multi-stream software right now. It is a free software to kind of split your stream up in multiple places. And it seems to be working really good for OBS. The only thing is, for some reason, I couldn't get Twitch to work. I don't know why. I think it was maybe my Twitch settings. But once I actually did a custom output to restream and then restream to Twitch, that worked just fine. So really wasn't that big of a deal. Let's see. So let's get the qualifying setup on, and maybe we'll get a lap in before the actual qualifying session starts. You'll notice that we are using the Camus C5. Is it going to black flag me? Yep. Ah! All right, pit speed limiter's on. You want to be boring. Fine. It's absolutely crazy how twitchy and sharp this car feels with the proper setup. With the baseline, it didn't feel bad. But with the proper setup, I mean, this thing is like, it's like a razor blade. do have a lot of runoff on that turn there. All right, so we didn't fully get a full lap in, but we should be, I think we should be okay. I kind of got a feel for the qualifying setup. I think we'll be okay. We'll make it work. I am not being scored, apparently. All right, let's do this. So again, qualifying, if you're new to iRacing, is 3 laps essentially. You got the flying lap that I'm doing right now, or the out lap, to kind of heat up the tires. Then you have 2 qualifying laps. Sometimes, depending on the circuit you're at, I mean, they generally almost always give you 8 minutes. Depending on the circuit you're on, sometimes it almost feels like you don't have enough time to really get that second lap in, and you need to get out immediately. I don't know what the heck I'm doing there. Not paying attention. So, depending on the circuit, sometimes you really just need to get out as soon as it starts qualifying to really ensure that you can get those other 2 laps in. Camera turned a little bit on me. Felt like I left a lot of speed on the table on that last turn. Definitely scrubbed some speed off of that one too. Alrighty. Not sure how that would put us. I think so far we're P6. Looks like the first and second. People who are first and second right now are just switching positions. We still have a little bit of time left in the qualifying session. Looks like 2 minutes. So we could definitely get bumped quite a bit more. But so far that will put us at P6. So that's not too terrible. Looks like, yeah, we just got bumped to P7. Someone just qualified all the way up at the top. You can see all that red. We're still P7. P6 just went up to 4. Now we're P8. You can see that we're getting pushed. iRacing hasn't even updated yet that we're P8. Oh my gosh. There we go. So now it just updated P8. Wow, we just got pushed real far. What is that, P10 now? Make that a little bit bigger so we could all see it, because I don't think I could really see that at all. If I can't see it, can't expect you all to see it, right? Let's make this bigger as well. There we go. I like it. All right, so we got 12 seconds left. I think so far we're P11. So we're like right in the middle of the pack. Let's make sure that we switch our setup over to the race setup. It's a 45-minute race session, so not too bad. All right, so yeah, we qualified P11. Let's grid up. All right, here we go. So we're going to be rolling out very soon. Doesn't look like everyone's actually gridded up yet. Kind of strange. All right, here's some cars starting to start up. Turning off the tires. The reason why I did that is, typically speaking, when you're pitting in for fuel, you're just getting a splash of fuel in these shorter races. I believe for a 40-minute race session, we're going to have to pit once. So, but we're not going to need new tires. So, and we're not going to want to wait for that. This camera keeps turning. And I keep turning it back. There we go. I have to tighten that thing down. But I'm very glad I was able to find another HDMI cable. I don't know if any of you remember from my last stream, my camera kept disconnecting and reconnecting. And it was, I think, actually a bad cable. So I'm going to have to throw that cable away. But I was able to find this other cable that I have. But it's a very stiff cable. And it keeps, I guess turning the camera. We did also just pick up a Ryzen RTX 7950 X3D CPU, and I just ordered the new motherboard. Should be in tomorrow night. It's going to be the Asus I think it's a B650 live media or something like that. I think it's a live mixer. Sorry, the live mixer motherboard. The reason why I went that way and not an X670 is going to be all the USB ports that live mixer motherboard has. I think it has like 21 USB ports possible. So I'm not going to be able to really take advantage of all of them for the front header. Like the front header, I think has possibility for like 7, but the back of the motherboard is just packed with USBs. And this motherboard that I have on my AM4 motherboard is just, there's I think like 7 USBs. It's really not many. It's really not enough for me. I have a lot of USB extensions. I run through issues with my webcam not connecting, and I have to unplug and plug it back in every time I start OBS. And a lot of that is just USB issues. So, all right, here we go. We're gonna get going. All right, green flag. Oh! What the heck is that guy doing? Got a 4 times right out of the gate. Guy slammed right into me. Oh, I don't have crew chief on. That's unfortunate. Oh! All right, so we're still behind Jason Jones in front of Ray Myers. Got him on the inside. I think he's still there on the left. All right, we're coming up on Michelle Lagara. We're currently P8. Oh, come on, baby. Oh, no. She's not liking me right now. I'm overdriving it, I know that for a fact. We'll let him go so that way we're not battling for position in the middle of turns. Sometimes it can just severely slow you down. You're off the racing line and battling for positions. It's sometimes not worth it. So we're back to P9. Now I do know I have some damage. That might be attributing to my rear end being so slidey, because right at the start of the race, we got rear-ended by that guy at turn 1, so we might have some wing damage in the rear. Hey, Rosa. What's going on? Are you watching through YouTube Shorts, or are you actually watching through... Oh my gosh, big, huge incident here. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars. Oh my gosh. Wow. What the heck was that about? All that smoke and all those cars. And they were all ahead of us in position. We got a Corvette here that with obvious signs of distress and damage, moving real slow. Oh my gosh, his front end is crumpled. I don't know if you saw that. Good on them staying on the sides of the track though. I know right now Jason Jones is having a heart attack because he's not driving as he was before, as fast as he was before. He's kind of driving as someone like, oh my gosh, what just happened? Oh yeah, lots of freebies, tons. Oh my gosh, we just moved up to P4. From P9 to P4. That was 5 cars total we passed that were caught up in an incident. That's insanity. We're still hanging out behind Jason here. Wow, I'm still floored. I thought one of them was going to be a lap car or something. I didn't even look at my relative, to be honest with you, to see if any of them were blue or a lap car. Some of them I think are quitting. I'm kind of curious as to what happened. That would be lap 5. We're going to have to go back and watch again. We messed up that turn. Whoa! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! That was... Woo! Oh my god! That was a jump scare and a half. What the heck? Car was completely destroyed just in the middle of the track. Woo! Oh man! Oh wow. It's kind of hard to focus after that jump scare. Oh man. Come on, you got it. I know, right at the top of the hill. That's like saying if I can't finish the race, no one's finishing the race. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that's going to look like if he's still going to be there. Not really a good idea to not have crew chief on for this race, but we're trying to make it work with my mirrors and my eyeballs kind of like pinging back and forth, trying to get ready for whatever. Oh, come on, baby. Let's see how much fuel we have. About 8 laps of fuel left. 5.9 gallons. Feel these tires are really struggling. Much smoother. Okay. There we go. That was much smoother than what we've been doing, both for Jason and myself. Pull Jason back in. We're 0.5 seconds away from him right now. Behind us, they are 2.7 seconds behind us. A lot of that is we've been feeling pretty consistent, which is making me feel a little bit faster right now. A lot of that's also due to the amount of practice I always give myself. It's never really much. I think we were in the car for 20-30 minutes prior to the race starting. He knows we got a little run on him, but it wasn't enough to make it happen. Now he's shooting rubber at our windshield. How dare you, sir? How dare you? All right, so he's pitting in now. Let's see where we are. Estimated laps is 4.2 laps. I'm going to take this all the way out as far as we can safely. This guy is quick. Cesar Soto. I completely botched that turn. If you haven't considered it yet, if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. I got some videos in the works right now for some new products that I think you all will be excited about. As well as you can check on my channel right now. Well, don't do it right now. Do it after this race. Let's see how we're able to maintain this podium finish right now. We're at P3. That would be absolutely incredible. But I have tons of sim racing videos all the way back to when I was making my own shifter, all the way up to this Fanatec shifter that we have next to me here, as well as many other products related to sim racing, including my motion rigs and everything along the way that we have tried. Oh, what am I doing? Not paying attention, that's what I'm not doing. You know what, I'm gonna pit in now. There we go. Woo, we just made it in through the cones just before. I was talking about our speed limit. We made it to our speed limit that we needed to be just before the cones. All right, let's fuel up. We already have tires turned off. We should be good to go pretty quickly here. All right, there we go. Very quick. I don't know what this is going to do to us position-wise, but we shall see. All right, so we came out P5. I don't know if this guy that's ahead of us actually pitted in yet. Yeah, I'm not really sure if Gregory has pitted in just yet. We still need to find out how this is going to work out. He's running like he did pit, so we're almost to the end of this race session. Woo! So far, we're hanging out at P5. That guy is moving quick. He is pulling away from us. Gregory Lintern. Jeez. Like he's racing to the bathroom or something. No, but he's quick. He's 7 seconds ahead of us now. Again, if you're watching on YouTube Shorts right now, please write a comment in. Let me know that you're watching from YouTube Shorts on vertical, so that way I know the comment section's working. Woo, I am completely covered in sweat right now. Whoever said sim racing is not a physical activity, they lied. I am toast. And I am messing up too. Now the guy behind is 2.7 seconds back. He was over 4, close to 5 seconds back not too long ago. I gotta get back in the groove. Come on, Crash. Should be nearing the end of the race session already. And he's pulling me in quick. We got an off track. That's my first off track. If you're just tuning in now, in the very beginning of the race, before turn 1, the guy behind me slammed right into my car, giving us a 4 times. So it's kind of why I'm like fighting this car a little bit. I think we have rear end damage as far as aerodynamics is concerned. A lot of the other Corvettes seem a lot more planted. They seem to be able to pull away a lot faster. So I think some aerodynamics is at play with our car, but we're still doing pretty good. We're still sitting in P5. There's the white flag. my gosh, we just passed P4 right at the end of the race. I don't know if he was running out of fuel. It kind of seemed like he ran out of fuel, if I had to guess, because he was crawling on that inside line. But we just managed to grab P4 right at the last, like, 150 feet. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. That's awesome. All right. Oh, there's Jason Jones. He ended up finishing P7. But let's see what happened. Lap 5. I'm actually like really kind of curious. Let's see. Let's go down to lap 5. All right, so you can see all my rear end damage there. And then as we came up, kind of looks like at this point we have some front end damage too. Yeah, you see all that smoke there. Body panels in the middle of the road, cars on the side. Let's see if we could actually see what happened. Let's see. Grid P5, Gregory Lintern. I don't know if he was one of them, but at least we could try to. There we go. Robert Presley. Let's try to select him and see what happened. Because these were all the lead cars. All right, so he's actually in the front of this group here. Oh, okay. So he gets pit maneuvered. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Look at that. Oh, and then that Corvette that we ended up, that was the 5th car. He kept going, but his bumper was completely off. So whoever this person is with the green, what is that? The green BMW, or is that? Yeah, that's a BMW. They're the ones that actually really caused that incident. See, he like pit maneuvers them. Oh man, and then the green #1 car goes into the Corvette, which then the Porsche tries to avoid. He ends up brutally slamming into the wall and then inadvertently taking out that Corvette, who we later passed, probably got a meatball because he was moving so slowly. Let's see how the #1 car, who is that? Grant Henderson. He ended up finishing P18. Robert Presley, who was one of these cars here, was 21 laps down. So in other words, right after this session, there was no finishing for him. His car was way too damaged. Oh, what a shame. Then you could see us here, the black and green scuffed up Corvette coming in and jumping through this. Wow. Absolutely insanity. Yeah, definitely absolutely carnage. All right, so let's get out of this race session here and let's see if this actually did anything, what it did to our I rating and safety rating. Hopefully we got a little bit of a boost. Let's see. Results ready. Nope, that's the wrong one. Results ready for the race. There we go. Nice. So we got a little bit of a boost of our safety rating. So we are at a 2.72. So we're almost above a 3 and a 62-point bump in our I rating. So we're back above a 1200. We have a long ways to go. I used to be A. I got demoted to B several times, especially through those major updates, like when the BMW series came out, even beforehand when the TCR series came out. Kept jumping into these race sessions and it would just destroy my safety rating because we weren't really well practiced. And there was a lot of things that were going on in those races, especially in the beginning when they first released the cars, where they had to do physics updates. And we kept, there was a lot of incidences I caused as well. So But yeah, that's definitely awesome there. I'll take it. We ended up finishing P4. We gridded, what was it? We had 5 incidences. Unfortunately, one of them was not caused by us. It was right at the beginning of the race. We were rear-ended pretty hard, and then that gave us a 4 times. And then later on in the race, we had that single off track. So, you know, I'm glad at least we still got a decent safety rating bump of 0.16. It's very rare unless you're doing the really long endurance races that you get like huge bump where you're like way above and you get like a single digit. It's normally a partial, you know, like that, like a tenth of a point. Let's see. So we started P11 and we finished P4. So that's definitely an awesome finish there. You can see we got 62 points in our I rating. Some of the other people got around 65. A person that was P3 ahead of us only got 56. And then first place got 81. So we really did like pretty much maximize the amount of points that we could get this race session. So that's absolutely awesome. I'm glad that there wasn't a huge deficit and that we really got the majority of those points there for our I rating. So that was definitely nice to see there. All right, everyone, I'm going to call it here. Hopefully you all enjoyed. My first time really not only streaming to YouTube like normal, but we also streamed to YouTube Shorts, and we did a Shorts live stream in vertical. So if you were watching that, definitely let me know in the comments. I want to know how that worked out. But we also stream to our Twitch channel. So on Twitch, you could find us at Crash Hawk Gaming. So again, that's Crash Hawk Gaming, all one word. And that's how you could find us on Twitch. Kind of very excited to be back on Twitch as well, because we actually were doing pretty good there until, you know, until we weren't. So, but video for another time. Everyone, again, I'm Crash. This is RTA Motorsports. RTA Motorsports. Stay safe, stay happy, and I'll catch you all next time.